Beautiful people, beautiful people, beautiful people. What is good? What's good? Y'all tune into another dose of chocolate of sports. I'm your man, Tone DeShields II, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got charged into the game. As y'all can see, I got my big bro in the building. One of the first to put the battery in my back. One of the first to really believe in me and give me the jewels to this YouTube game. Y'all know who it is. The General Philly Fresh, my brother. What is good?
Yo, that man. You know what it is. You know what it is. Your boy, Philly Fresh, aka the General, man, here reporting for duty. Listen, first of all, hey Tone, that beat was flavor, man. You had me about to spend a 16 hour in this joint. That joint was crazy.
Yeah,
like, that beat's stupid, man. But you already know, man. Me and the boy, we've been doing things, man, for a while, man. It's been a while also, but we had to link up, man, because I see some major things ahead of us, man. Seriously, man.
Bro, tell me about it. Like, when last time, man, you got together was basically last season towards the end, and we was doing the live streams. Me, you, and Notion, we was getting it popping like damn near every post game. You feel what I'm saying? So like, so that's something that really motivated the hell out of me. And man, bro, like I just took that energy you gave me, bro, and like I ran with it, man. But hey, what's that little chirping?
It's every time I get a notification on my joint, you can hear that.
Yeah, you gotta put that joint down the third.
Turn it on. I don't know why I keep doing that, man. I don't know why I keep doing that. But go ahead, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good, bro. You good. Like, listen. We authentic with it. Like, we just gonna let this joint rock. Like, and it's so much to talk about with these Eagles, man. Like, we looking better than I ever thought we could. Of course, it's on paper, but and we got to put it together. But overall, just what's your overarching thoughts about what's transpired throughout this offseason? Because a lot has happened. We're gonna get into the little details, but I need to know what's your overall feelings of what's been going on.
First of all, shout out to my guy Charles Smith. Prime time, I see you too. Shout out to my guy Charles Smith, man. You already know that's my brother right there. Even though he switched sides on us for a little bit, but he back, y'all. he back. Tell you the truth, bro. I'm looking at everything that Jeffrey Lurie has thrown at Jonathan Gannon's way. Like, I understand the offensive side, right? I get it. I understand it. A lot of things was homegrown, and we're going to talk about the offense and how I think that Jalen Hurts has the best weapons a Eagles quarterback ever had in Eagles history. When you look at everything all around. And we're going to talk about that. But right now, I got to look at Jonathan Gannon because he is the scariest part of this whole situation to me. You have, now I get it. I understand it. You didn't have the weapons last year to be aggressive, as you say. But I felt as though you still had the cornerback to be aggressive, and you didn't use him properly until week 9. You know what I mean? I felt as though kept putting him in the zone. He kept getting barbecue chicken. He went against DK Metcalf, Devontae Parker, was it? And it was like 3 wide receivers in a row, and he was getting cooked. But a lot of it wasn't on him. It was because of the play scheme. So now you're in a situation to where as though you got dogs to get after the quarterback. This is why I got to commend Howie and all of y'all. If y'all ain't see my video yesterday, shout out to Philly 500. Me and him went at it about him apologizing to Howie because we went at it, bro. Like everybody doesn't need to agree though. You know what I mean? So I don't like a panel when everybody just, oh yeah. Nah, if you state how you feel. And I disagree with 500, and I told him how I felt. You know what I mean? But that's my guy. You already know. I caught him last night messing with him. But on another note, when you look at the situation, I feel as though Howie understood the assignment. Remember that saying that was going around in Philly, everybody? Oh, you understood the assignment. Howie understood the assignment, bro. We were second to last in pass rushing. Second to last. When has the Eagles team ever been like that?
Never.
In the last 10 or 12 years, we have been top 3. We've been top 3 at getting after the quarterback in sacks. Period.
Yeah. Top 10 minimum.
No, it's literally top 3, bro. It's
word.
Yeah, they put out a stat. I can't. Somebody sent it to me. Shout out to who that was, man. A lot of people send me stuff, and I seen a couple people make videos about it after I got it. I never made a video about it, but I'm like, damn, really? I think the only people that was above us was correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Y'all know how y'all do. Y'all got it. I think it was either Baltimore or it was the Rams, or we was right before the Rams, right above the Rams. But anyway, he understood the assignment. He went and did nothing to get you pass rushers. He went and did nothing to get you people to go after the quarterback. He went and did nothing to make sure that we don't be second to last this year. And if we do, it's on you. And it better not happen, because I got a quick eye on you. And I'm not saying week 3 fire him, week 4 fire him. A lot like a couple people has been saying. But I'm saying you might gotta have to take a step back, brother, if you can't get this job done. Because when you look at everything, every level is cool. Now, I ain't gonna say softest, but the one level that you can have question marks on because you really don't have a guy there is safety.
I can live with that. And I can live with that right now.
Too, because you got 2 good corners. You got
3
2 good corners. Yeah, great. You got 2 great corners, number 1, right? Number 2, you got dudes just rushing off the edge. So you should make it to where as though a quarterback can't even see that far to your 3rd level. You know what I mean? They should be hidden. You know how they hide Steph Curry in defense and all that stuff. Our safeties really should be hidden. Even though I like what Marcus Epps brings to the table, I got to see some more from Kayvon Wallace. And the list kind of goes on and on. But you should be able to hide that group with these pass rushers you got, bro.
No, I can't really agree with you more, like, because Howie Roseman, he been getting a lot of hell. Let's just call it what it is. He's gotten hell regularly from us, and I think it's more so we just hold him accountable. And when you think about the way he approached this offseason, he approached it like his life was on the line. If you ask me, he got the 3-year extension, and he made it worth his weight in gold. Like, you think about the way he, like you said, brought in pass rushers, but the way he loaded up on one of our weakest position groups, and that's linebacker, really astounds me. Like, the way he went out and got a guy like Hassan Reddick, a double-digit sack guy, back-to-back seasons in 2 different situations, and on top of that, he multiple. Then you go and steal Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round. How the hell you make that happen, right? Then you go and get the young boy out of Kansas, Karan Johnson, who I like. Didn't get invited to the combine, but my man ran a 4.4 on his pro day. My man is an athletic freak. He may not be the most refined linebacker, but he made most of his production in college being a pass rusher. So with how he did, he went and got a bunch of guys who were versatile, guys that got speed, athleticism, guys that can get to the quarterback at the end of the day. And you gotta give kudos to that. You went and got Kaiser White, a linebacker who was a tackling machine, but also a guy who's a former safety, so he knows how to drop back in coverage. The one thing that stands out amongst all the moves he's made is versatility. Guys that can just do more than one thing. Guys you can put in various situations and they can win. We got so much talent on that front, man. Like you said, we need to get back to form when it comes to rushing that quarterback, and the best way to do that is by putting talent right out there. And I know a lot of people like to say even about Jordan Davis, right? Hey, Jordan Davis, he didn't rush the quarterback enough in college. Well, that wasn't what he was asked to do. He was in a Georgia defense that was so loaded with talent, so much talent that guys left there to go to other schools just so they can get some time. But they were so deep, and they was blowing guys out so much they didn't have to keep them on the field that long. So it's like his best years is in front of him. He got less miles on his body than your average D tackle, probably because he was on such a talented team, because he was so talented, and they was constantly rotating him, and that's exactly what's going to happen in Philly. The D line's going to get rotated. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we're at our best. You can make an argument that from a depth perspective, we may have the best defensive line group in the NFC East. I know the Washington football team got Chase Young, they got Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen. They top heavy though. Right. That's their 3-headed monster. They top heavy. But after those 3 guys, who do they really have?
Yeah, but even last year, it wasn't like they was getting the job done. They wasn't
exactly
getting the job done last year.
Exactly.
I mean, they had more sacks than us, but they wasn't that good, especially after, like you said, they top heavy. So once
granted, Chase Young was injured. He missed the whole season with the ACL.
Yeah,
and
true.
I think Montez Sweat, he didn't play every game either.
But what's your call got hurt too? The first round pick. Damn.
You talking about Jonathan Allen?
No,
Chase Young.
Yeah, Chase Young.
Yeah. I said him. Yeah, the ACL, right? He tore his ACL.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, you know, this team is really poised to really make a lot of noise. Now it's all on paper, right? We got to put it together. But like you said, it's so much pressure on Jonathan Gannon to get this thing right. And if I'm being honest, I'm more nervous about him than I am about Jalen Hurts. If I'm just keeping it a buck with you.
I am, because here's the thing. We know that Jalen Hurts is going to give it all that he got. And if push come to shove, we know and this is not something that I want to see happen, but we know Jalen Hurts got a backup plan. If my arm ain't working, I can use my legs. I don't know if Jonathan Gannon has a backup plan. If we have seen multiple times him coming to a game and this is what I'm gonna do. If they do something different, I'm not going to do anything different. I'm just going to keep having tunnel vision, keep doing what I see and then what I said I was going to do, and not have a backup plan. It's been so many times he has been punched in the mouth and he doesn't know how to counter. And that is the scariest thing for a coach, to not make adjustments. It's like Doc Rivers all over again. Like, come on now. Like, you have to make it. Like, you got to understand, people get paid too. You're not the only one getting paid. You're not the only one looking at tape. You're not the only one with good players at an NFL level. You're not the only one that's probably on a hot seat. So people are coming out and they're trying to make sure you don't succeed. And instead, now it's only 1 year, right? But I'm telling you from what I have seen. And instead, you come out every single game and it's like, no adjustments. Where are the adjustments? Now, if everything is working fine and from the beginning, then we all good. Look at the Denver game. Everything was working fine. We was good. Look at the Lions game. Everything was working fine. We all good. But then you look at the Giants game, what we shouldn't have lost. Everything wasn't working fine, and you made no adjustments. He made no adjustments. You didn't send more pressure. You kept your guys 8 yards back, talking cornerbacks, 8 yards back, and just letting anybody pitch and catch. I mean, dude, you had 5 quarterbacks with 80% or better on us. That's embarrassing.
Bro, 9 quarterbacks. 80%. Bro, nine quarterbacks completing over 73%. 5 of those 9 completing over 80%. And then you allow Derek Carr, the only quarterback, to go over 90% on you.
Come on,
man. My man had the best game of his career statistically.
He had the best game of his life. He had the best game of any of the Carl's life. You hear me? Any of the Carl.
And that can't happen, especially with this level of talent. That's why I'm looking at him like I want to ask you your thoughts about the James Bradberry signing. James Bradberry was somebody that we've been campaigning for all offseason. And I need to know, when we signed him, what were your initial thoughts? And then after you give your initial thoughts, what do you see his impact being on the field?
The league in trouble. That was my initial thoughts. If Gannon puts it right, the league is in trouble. Because, first of all, we got to understand, we play. You want to put Dak up there as elite? I wouldn't. But if you want to put him up there, okay. We play 2 elite quarterbacks then. I'm not putting the little 5th grader up there. Damn, I can't remember his name right now. From the Cardinals.
What are you talking about? Yoda?
I'm not putting him up there. But you do play Aaron Rodgers. And that's really the only elite quarterback that I see on the whole schedule. Let's talk about it.
It's Aaron Rodgers, and then it's a big drop off, and then you can debate. Okay,
I mean, the next best quarterback is Dak Prescott.
Right. You could probably debate.
And then the next one is
Cousins, Kyler, You could really debate and like in that and after Aaron Rodgers, like it's really like any given Sunday with anybody else.
Right.
So, it's real
when
spooky.
when you look at that situation, it's Aaron Rodgers and then there's nobody until hopefully we make the playoffs. So to me, you should be stymieing these quarterbacks. And by doing that, you pressure those guys, take their first read away, please. Pretty please with sugar on top and a little cherry, please. Take the first read away. Let the pass rushers get there because we grinded Fletcher Cox up. We grinded Derek Barnett up. We grinded Sweat up. We grinded these guys up. After Brandon Graham went down, it just seemed like a whole different defensive line, which is true. But at the same time, when you break down tape and when you look at these guys, they're right there. They're right there. But you know why they're not there? It's because, the first read is just pitch and catch. No defensive line in the world can beat pitch and catch.
Exactly.
Drop back 3, boom. Oh, he's open. You're not getting there in time. First read, not there. Boom. Look, second read. Now you hit. So all you need is that little split second sometimes, man. And we was not getting that last year because of the off coverage. And I think you have a situation to where you don't have to play off coverage. And it's like the safeties, they can just roam and hawk people down now. They don't have to be on Nelson's side. Because let's keep it real, Bradberry is an upgrade from Nelson. He is.
Absolutely.
He is. So when you look at that situation, you don't have to have Slade cover one side and say, damn, we got to help on this side. Now you got two guys that can hold their own. You have two definite guys that can hold their own, and you can have you got roamers on the first excuse me on the second level with your linebackers. You got a whole bunch of roamers, guys that can get after the quarterback, guys that can go sideline to sideline, and you have the same, not as much talent wise, but you can get these guys to be roamers. So now we're making plays because things are locked up. Either we're getting a sack or the ball's getting tipped because now our defensive line is there and you got your safeties in positions. And tell you the truth, when you look at the linebackers and how many linebackers that we have, you can run a 4-3 and a 3-4. You can switch it up and mess with a quarterback's head.
You can do whatever you want.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You can literally have 4 linebackers out there, Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, and one pass rusher, Brandon Graham or Josh Sweat or something like that. Or you can just go heavy because you don't know if they're gonna run and just say, let me put all my big guys out there. Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, and Hargrave. And then you got all these, you got Hassan Reddick, you got Kazir White. You know what I mean? You got all these guys that can get after the quarterback and tackle. Your defense should be a problem. And it's your second year. Like you said, and not said, but like you put in the no excuses. I ain't got no excuses for Jonathan Gaynor, man.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Like it's one of those situations where everybody in that organization got exactly what they needed to succeed. Jonathan Gannon got what he needed to succeed. Nick Sirianni got what he needed to succeed. Jalen Hurts got what he needed to succeed. And I'm looking at those 3 gentlemen, and I'm like, at what point do y'all say, you know what? Not on my watch. You get what I'm saying? Not on my watch. I'm going to win this game. I'm going to take over. I'm going to call the game of my life. I'm going to play the football game of my life. You dig what I'm saying? And I know Jalen Hurts understands that assignment. I could feel it when he showed up. When he showed up the OTAs, he just looked different. My man, like he slimmed down, he trimmed down, like he just looked different to me. But just on the defense side of the ball, I want to stay there. I want to stay there a little bit. We talked about James Bradberry and his impact. Before we even got James Bradberry, I was thinking about some of these young guys we had in the locker room, right? Because before we got Bradberry, we had Kerry Vincent Jr., Tay Gowan, Zach McPherson, Craig James, Matt McCain, Josiah Scott, and then you got Josh Jobe and Mario Goodrich and Josh Blackwell. You bring in all these corners, all these young corners. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I like what he's doing. He's going to make these young guys compete. The cream will rise to the top. If we didn't bring in Bradberry, I would have been like, okay, iron going to shine by iron at this point. The talent going to ring itself out. But now you bring in Bradberry, you got Darius Slay, you got Avonte Maddox right there. What do you think the presence of those three guys does for those young guys?
Oh man, it does a lot. My vote before Bradberry got here, to tell you the truth, was Mario Goodrich.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
I really like what he brought to the table at Clemson. And once again, he's a champion. Like, we got to understand, this is another thing that Howie did. He said, forget the small schools, forget the little fast, cute schools and the USCs and you know, the
TCU
and
all
the
Pac-12, yeah, Big 12.
No,
yeah.
I am going with champions. Last year, he drafted 2 champions.
This year, he drafted two champions. I'll see where
you're
going.
Saying, I am going with the talent. Forget everything else. And this is what we've been asking for the longest. It's messed up that it took him so long. I don't know who he got in his camp because I already fired a whole bunch of people now after the draft. That's crazy. But anyway, I don't know who we got. But man, when you look at this situation, man, he's been building for a couple years. Ever since he only had 5, yes, he has missed. We all know how we feel about the J. Jonathan Whiteside.
You can make an argument he's been building since that 2018 draft. You brought in Josh Sweat, Dallas Goedert, Avonte Maddox, Jordan Mailata.
That was 19.
What, that was 19?
Yeah, that was 19. I never forget it. He had 5 picks, and all of them hit, and Matt Pryor got traded for the same price.
Right. You're right.
It was Matt Pryor, Avonte Maddox, Jordan Mailata. No.
I was right. It was 2018. It was 2018 because 2019 was the bad one. He drafted Andre Dillard, Miles Sanders, J.J. Whiteside, Sharif Miller.
Okay, you're right.
Clayton Thorson. It was 5 picks in that draft. It was 5, but you just had Jair on. But yeah, 2018 was Dallas Goedert, Avonte Maddox, Sweat, Pryor, and Mailata. So yeah, man, like,
and all of them are starters except for Matt Pryor, who got traded.
He got traded to the Colts, right?
Yeah, and all of them are starters. And
exactly.
I don't know. See, a lot of people try to grind Howie up, but I said this last year, and I made videos about it. But it seemed like they get looked over because of so much hate, and because he does one thing wrong, but he can do 5 things right. It's like when you got that girlfriend that no matter what you do that one thing wrong. I mean, like, you have done nothing. It just forget everything that you had done in the past. And when you look at it, Howie has been building. Yes, he has been missing. He definitely been missing. When you look at the J.J. Whiteside, who is still on this team, and you look at J.J. Whiteside, who are still on this team, Jalen Reagor and J.J. Whiteside, they're both still on this team. It's so bad that you don't want to admit that you're wrong, that you try to move him to tight end, which I don't know how that's going to work. First of all, how many snaps is he going to get? You get what I'm saying? So that's already a failure right there.
Right. You drafted a tight end too.
Exactly.
Still got
and you still got the dude that got hurt last year, who I really like, man.
Tyree Jackson, like 6'7".
Yeah, like 6'9". Like 6'9", a beast. He just got to get into a rhythm. He can never find a rhythm. I think if he find a rhythm, man, he can be a baller. But and then you got Dallas Goedert. Like, how many snaps is this dude really going to get?
Yeah, man. Like, I'm with you on that. Hey, listen, y'all, we are live on 2 channels. We live on Philly Fresh YouTube channel. We are also live on Chalk It Up Sports. Make sure y'all smash that like button, y'all. Y'all know we always appreciate it. Hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you're not subscribed to my man Philly Fresh, I mean, y'all got to be at this point. If y'all subscribe to me, I got to be subscribed to him. And make sure you subscribe to Chalk It Up Sports. Man, the love is always felt, man. Y'all know how we get, down, y'all. We're going to continue to get all that energy. We're going to get y'all that analysis, that passion. And we're going to give y'all that accountability. And y'all know we with the smoke. So whatever it is, man, whatever y'all saying in the chat, we're going to definitely try to hit it and just try to cover all bases. You know what I mean? But, this defense, man, Jonathan Gannon, like we said, no excuses. And, let's transition to the linebacker room a little bit. Let's talk a little bit more in depth about that. historically, for the past, you can make an argument. Our linebacker core has been ignored ever since the Jeremiah Trotter era. We've ignored the linebacker room. We've ignored it for years, and we had a good combination of C plus B minus guys. During that Super Bowl era with Nigel Bradham and Michael Kendricks and stuff like that. But those guys were stiffs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They weren't really versatile. You think about the way this linebacker room is built now. They're not just built to stop the run. They built to run side to sideline. You know what I'm saying? They built to set the edge. A lot of these guys know how to get skinny and rush the passer, like Nakobe Dean. Like, I can't get over the fact that we drafted him, bro. Like, what was your instant reaction when we got Nakobe Dean? Because he was arguably
I was live,
bro. He was arguably the best linebacker in this draft. Him and Devin Lloyd.
And the crazy part is, I made a video of sequences of me talking, and the first day, I won't say it was either the first day. I said something about him the first day. But then the second day, I said this, so nobody can say I'm biased when I say this. I said in the second round, this was in the second round, I'm like, yo, whoever gets this kid, it's going to be the steal of the draft. Like, how is this dude still here? How is he still here? When you see him play, I don't care about the chest size and the arm length, and I don't care about none of that. Right. You forgot that we done seen Brian Westbrook go to war, who is 5'9". We done seen an AI go to war who is not 6 feet where they try to put him at. Come on, man, 5'10". Still next to him plenty of times at TGI Fridays. He ain't seriously, he ain't 6 feet. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
So when you like, it don't matter. It's the dog in you. We all know that. That's where we come from. Hungry dogs run faster, man. Like Kelsey said. So to me, I'm just looking at this dude, and I'm looking at his highlights, and I've been looking at his highlights, and I'm like, what? How? Like, how can? I'm not gonna say. Yeah, I'm gonna say, how can 31 other teams? Because we didn't have a second round pick. We drafted Jordan Davis, and then we drafted him.
No, we drafted the center. Remember?
Oh yeah, we drafted the center. I can't.
Right, and that's why people
about dude.
And that's why people was upset.
Right.
People was like, yo, how you pass on the Kobe? He right there.
Right. I really,
you know what I'm saying?
I really keep forgetting about that center. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But that's okay though.
I didn't like the pick at first, but then
nobody did.
Yeah, but then once I heard Kelsey basically out of here, and Kelsey basically handpicked this dude, then I did a little bit of research because I love the Landon Dickerson pick that nobody liked at first.
I love that pick. I love it. I was nervous about the injuries.
A lot of people didn't like it. I was glad with Mike. Mike didn't like it. I was saying, Mike, I'm telling you, this dude is a dog. He is a dog. I watched him, but when you look at the situation, man, you have a guy, and not only that, a lot of people were saying, "Oh well, Jordan Davis made him look good." Well, where's Jordan Davis at?
On the team, and that's the.
So
I'm so glad you said that.
Go ahead.
I'm so glad you said that because that Georgia defense was loaded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And two of the biggest names off that defense is in Philadelphia now.
Right.
So if you say, "Oh yeah, Jordan, Nakobe Dean only got there because Jordan Davis made him look good," okay. Where Jordan Davis at? Oh, Jordan Davis only look good because Nakobe Dean was able to, put him in position. Okay, where Nakobe Dean at?
Mm-hmm.
They like iron sharpens iron. These guys is literally going to help each other. I'm so glad we got these two guys together, and the fact they played so close to each other.
I'm just still scared though, bro. I really am. I'm not gonna lie to you. Jonathan Gannon still scares me. You have all the talent in the world. If they're not being put in a position to succeed, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, bro.
It's not going to happen. How many times last year did we? I want to say about 3 to 4 games we lost because of coaching last year, bro. When you look at the Oakland game, when you look at the Chargers game, when you look at the Giants game, yes, Jalen Hurts was horrible. He was horrible in that game, but you chose not to run the football enough to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, and then people's getting mad at me because I was getting mad at Nick Sirianni last year. He's a first-year coach. He'll figure it out, yada, yada. I'm not getting mad at if you do first-year things. I get it. But simply not running the football is not like high school coaches know that.
Right.
High school coaches know that to run the football. High school coaches know that if my cornerback is 8 yards back and it's a 5-yard a slant, he has no time to break that pass up.
D-line ain't got no time to get to the quarterback. It's just easy pitch and catch.
And that's what I'm saying. So these was the things that I was getting so frustrated at time and time again while I'm watching the damn TV. I got a new TV, bro. TV broke. You hear me? TV broke because I didn't probably because I didn't yelled at it so damn much. Like seriously, bro. Like this is the only thing that scares me. We have the talent. I think that we should make a run. I'm talking about a run. Like I'm talking about trying to get to the NFC a championship game, bro.
Facts. Like
you have that kind of squad. But to me, the thing that can hold it back the most is the coaching. Now, I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and they get their head out of their behind, and they can get it together. That's why it's so hard. I don't know if you did it yet, Tone, but I haven't done a prediction yet or wins and losses. I haven't because
I've been saying it here and there, like in passing, but yeah. I haven't really locked it in. I don't believe I did, but I said this team should be able to win 11 games minimum. That's what I said. That's my honest feeling. 11 games. You won 9 games last year with the roster as is, and your schedule easier. You got more talent. Make it make sense.
Right. But you don't know what team. Like you don't understand. You don't know what teams is going to be good. We don't know what the Jaguars are going to look like under Doug Peterson.
It's funny you said that, right? Because I honestly feel like people say, "Oh yeah, the Eagles needed one of those first 3 or 4 games." I said, "Look, sure, but you can't sleep on." Like, I'll be honest with you, like. The Jacksonville Jaguars, they're a dark horse to me. Like you got to watch them. You got to be close. You got to go into that game ready to take their head off.
Because Urban Meyer was horrible last year.
He was horrible. And my whole thing is, like you mentioned, right? Jonathan Gannon is the person that we're most nervous about, and I'm with you on that. You know, Nick Sirianni gave me some things to think about. Positive on a positive side, right? The fact that you started the early part of the season horrible because you was trying to air it out. You was trying to test Jalen Hurts gangster. I get it, but then you got to a point where you realize, you know what? I can't afford to lose my locker room. Let's go back to the basics. Let's put the ball in the dirt and let's get it popping. And I gotta respect that ability to adapt on the fly like that, right? So. Nick Sirianni, he has everything that he needs on his side of the ball as well. You got your big body. You got your big body X wide receiver. You know. What's your thoughts on Nick Sirianni right now, as far as everything he got at his disposal?
No excuses. He has no excuses other than, and I don't really see this happening, bad quarterback play. Other than bad quarterback play, you have everything other than the power back. And I made a video. A lot of people grinding me up on the video. Don't give a damn. It is what it is. My channel. I'm gonna say what I want, when I want, and however I want. So back to the release schedule program. I'm just saying.
This is what I missed, dog. This is what I missed.
Back to the regular schedule program. When you look at the situation, I think we need a power back. But other than that, you have everything. You got a top 5-ish tight end. You know what I mean? Your duo can be top 10, probably top 5 in wide receiver duo. You got a good running back, but his decision making is horrible sometimes. Yeah, I get it. I understand it. Your offensive line. Oh man, I mean, when you talk about depth, it's no like starting lineup. We can have some conversations. You know what I mean? We could talk about the Saints. We could talk about the Colts. You know what I mean? I mean, it's some good offensive lines out there. Cleveland, it's some good offensive lines out there. But when you talk about depth, ain't nobody got and ain't nobody messing with that. You know what I? Ain't nobody messing with the Eagles, and then they're not messing with the coach. We got the best offensive line coach in the world. Just facts.
Right.
In the world.
He could coach, my man. He could coach us to play
He coached
offensive
me,
line.
and I hate offensive line. He coached me to be an offensive lineman. All I gotta do is gain 100 pounds. You hear me? Just gain 100 pounds. I got you. No, but in all seriousness, what he did with Jordan Mailata, who I thought could have been a guy to be a defensive end, a guy that attacks, a guy that pushes people out the way. I thought that would work better. I didn't grind a pickup, but the way that they use him, I'm like, damn, why they use him offensive lineman? And now this guy got a chance to be a Hall of Fame or left tackle. Got a chance to be a Hall of Fame left tackle. And that's all because of Stiteman.
Yo, there's no organization, in my opinion, that's ever had such a smooth transition when it comes to offensive line play. Like, think about, especially at that left tackle position. We went from Trey Thomas to Jason Peters to Jordan Mailata, bro.
Yeah.
How many organizations can really say they've had a smooth transition at the left tackle spot regularly for the past 20 years?
I agree. It's always a struggle. I mean, we had one bad year in 2020. They had that one bad year.
That was injuries.
Everybody was getting hurt.
Everybody was hurt. Everybody.
I never seen nothing like it. Remember my man? I don't even remember his name. I wanted to throw a brick at him. He in the middle of the game fixing his gloves while Carson Wentz getting set. I made so many videos about that ball.
Bro.
What was his name? Jerron Brown or something?
Jamon Brown.
Jamon Brown, right here. I said his name so many times.
There's no way he in the NFL. There's no way he in the NFL the way that film got around. That NFL got around. I mean, that film got around.
He on the clipboard somewhere. You hear me? And then, not only that, he's taking a picture with Lamar Jackson. He all in the jaw like, come on, man. I understand y'all went to the I understand y'all went to the same college and all that kind of stuff. But now that you got your behind kicked like that, you need to go take the shot. Get on, and you walking home from Baltimore. You hear me? You walking home.
I bet it's a little like Lamar. I call you, bro. I can't talk to you right now.
I can't be out here taking no pictures after I got my ass kicked like that.
And he was Joe, my man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he put the L up because they was from he put it. And you know me, I had fun with that. You put the L up because you was losing. You got your ass hit. But when you look at the situation of that, man, and you look at that really being the only year, I mean, and that's another thing that we got to talk about Howie for. We got to, because he makes those decisions. He the one that drafted those guys. So I got to commend Howie for that. Go ahead, bro.
Let me ask you a question since you brought Howie up. You know, Howie has the way Howie even came into the NFL. You know, he's a former lawyer. He's a numbers guy. He's a capologist, right? He's the ultimate finesser. You know, a trade negotiating wizard. You know, he finds ways to negotiate deals, and that's his MO, right? The nuances of the inner workings of the contracts and moving money around and fixing your books. That's where he excels. His weakness has always been talent evaluation. And that's been because he's always overthought the position, always overthought the role. But based off of what he's been doing these past 4 seasons, arguably, is it fair to say that Howie Roseman is beginning to evolve in front of our very eyes? Because let's look at it like this. Think about his previous head coaches. He's never fully been in control of who that coach was. Think about Doug Peterson. He was an Andy Reid guy. So he's still so there's still an attachment to the old regime. Right. You think about Chip Kelly. Chip Kelly had him in a broom closet. You know what I'm saying? So Nick Sirianni is his guy. Nick Sirianni is the guy that he went and got, right? And you can see Nick Sirianni, and you can see Howie Roseman ever since Nick Sirianni got there, Howie Roseman, when they together, he walked different. He talked different. He got a different swag about him. You feel what I'm saying? It's something about that Nick Sirianni marriage. It's something about that Nick Sirianni connection that's bringing the best out of him. Am I reading too much into that?
Nah, you're not, because I mean, now that you think about it, that is a good point. He never had a coach that was his. Like, he never had a guy that he hired, basically. He didn't hire Doug Peterson. Doug Peterson was basically hired by Andy Reid. Let's keep it real. Like, Andy Reid. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Andy Reid was the guy. I mean, it worked out for everybody. Shoot, I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I mean?
Hey, got that pinky ring. You feel me?
Yeah, you brought the first bling to the city, so I ain't got no problem with it
at all.
But we do know that wasn't his guy, and I'm not gonna say he wanted to get him out of here, but as soon as he said he was bringing his guys back, gone, see you. And we got to understand, Jeffrey Lurie is not picking Doug Peterson over Howie Roseman, because what do the rich like to do? They like to get rich and stay richer, right? And when you got a guy like Howie Roseman who does what he does with the cap, he's going to stay richer because the cap always goes up next year. So the way he maneuvers and he does this and he does that, it might not be saving the team money because he has to pay them, but because of the cap, it saves him money because he can hide this and he can do this and he can and he can guarantee this and he can bring this back. All the stuff that he does, he saves money because he's going to get more revenue the next year. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So how? And I've been telling people that for years since I started my channel, he's not going nowhere. He's not going nowhere. So you either gotta like it or hate him. Because at the end of the day, when somebody saves a billionaire money, they not going no freaking where. And he's so genius at doing that. Now, I also was one of the guys that said, keep Howie on. Let him mess with the cap. Let him do that. Let him do that. But when it comes to talent, you need to stay away from that. Right. Now, maybe he didn't take that approach. I don't know exactly what goes on in those war rooms. I don't know. Because it's him picking up hey guys, we got the Kobe Dean. I don't know if that's really his pick. You get what I'm saying? But at the end,
he got to make the move though.
Exactly. He has the final say. When it comes down to it, and that's just period. He has the final say. Nobody gets drafted without his okay. If it's not okay, he doesn't. We seen what happened when they got
Milton Williams.
Wasn't Milton Williams? Yeah, Milton Williams. And the other dude, he tried to, I'm like, man, I told you to get another player.
Boy got fired right after that.
You thought he wasn't when he was? Come on, man. They can't have that. And then it didn't go viral, but us made it go viral. You know how we do. We peep everything. Especially if we was on Howie Top at that time. So when you look at the situation, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Nick Sirianni, he is under a microscope too, bro.
He is.
When you get AJ Brown and you got Devontae Smith, you know what I mean, and Quez Watkins, who I think is going to have a breakout year. Quez Watkins is going against your third corner every game,
bro. It's gonna get spooky. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, if Hurts puts it together, if he puts it together, man, we can average 30 a game, bro. We can average 30 a game.
Bro, we averaged 26 points per game, the 12th ranked scoring offense this past season. And
right.
we
weren't even of a jump.
No, right. But my point in saying that is we weren't even an efficient offense at that time. Right. You know what I'm saying? We weren't like Jalen Hurts showed, and of course he has a lot to grow on. And if he's not the guy, he's not the guy. We're gonna talk about it the way we're gonna talk about it. But right now he is the guy. And last year he was the guy, and he was able to help this team put points on the board. That's just the reality. The reality is we averaged 26 points per game. We were ranked 12th in terms of scoring. We had a handful of 30-point games sprinkled in there. You dig what I'm saying? So this team was able to put up points, but we weren't able to score efficiently. We weren't able to always stay on the field and extend drives. That was our issue. That's what we need to see from Jalen Hurts. That's what we need to see from Nick Sirianni. Can you guys sustain drives? What are you going to do if you're in a 3rd and 8, a 3rd and 9? You get what I'm saying? What can you do when you got to throw that ball across the middle between 2 linebackers to get 10 yards, get 12 yards? Right. Those are the details I'm looking at from Jalen Hurts to see that growth. Not just, oh, you're throwing the deep ball. He's all right with that. I need to see what can he do throwing between the hash.
I ain't gonna lie to you. The deep ball, that's cute, that's fine. But you got a guy like Tom Brady who really never had a deep ball. Like, can he throw it? Yeah, but it's not.
Tom Brady been dicking and dunking. He's mastered the game.
That's not what he does.
He will nickel and dime you all day. 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, 8 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards, touchdown.
Here's the problem. People will look at stats and say, oh, well, he threw for 350. But how much of those was yards after the catch? People fail to realize that. They just think that when a guy throws, it's where he caught it, and then it's nothing else. No, that guy is making plays once to me, and I know it's hard to do that. It's hard to do it, but once a guy is running with the football after he catch it, I don't think that quarterback should get those yards. That's just my personal opinion. Because what did you do after I gave you the ball? You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't come down, pass the ball to you, Tone. You will hit a 3, and I get 3 assists. No, I get 1. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just something I've been thinking about far out. But anyway, so when you look at, I'm saying that to say this. It's up to Jonathan Gannon, to Nick Sirianni, Nick Siri. Damn.
Yep. Shane Steichen too. He fall under the radar a lot. Shane Steichen too. And the boy Kevin Patullo, the pass game coordinator. All them boys.
Yeah, I get that, because they should be able to. And this is what I liked about the Peterson team. Everybody came in there with plays, and every week, everybody came in with 10 plays, and he would take 4 from each guy on the staff. I liked it that. So I don't know if they need to do that, whatever. But anyway, my thing is, Nick Sirianni lied to me last year. You want to know how he lied to all of us last year?
I'm listening.
He said, and this is why it's why I had my pom-poms up, whatever. That's why I was cheering for him. He said, I'm going to put guys in a best opportunity to succeed. That's what he told me at the beginning of the year. And I kept that in my head. I kept it in my notepads. I kept it on my I kept it on my laptop. I kept it everywhere. Put a damn banner up. Put guys in position to succeed. Right? Mm-hmm. And you did not do that at the beginning of the year. You did not do that for Miles Sanders. You did not do that for Jalen Hurts. You did not do that for a lot of guys. You didn't do it for Devontae Smith. You didn't. Mm-hmm. So now you have a predictably can be a potent offense, man. But it's up to you to get to scheme these guys up to be the team that they're supposed to be. Because let's not try to act like, even though it's Tyreek Hill, Jason Kelce, all those kind of dudes, what Patrick Mahomes, let's not try to act like if Andy Reid didn't coach and put these plays. Andy Reid got plays, bro. And not only that, his offensive coach got plays, who I think is getting blackballed. I don't know what's going on with him not getting a freaking job. Are you kidding me?
Are you talking about Eric Bieniemy, right?
Eric Bieniemy? How the hell he don't got a hit? Anyway, we ain't here for that. We talk about that another time, Tony. You already know what time I'm on with that one.
Right.
But we understand that they scheme so much. That little flip pass, that's a scheme. They do it so much, it's just, it's regular. That's what he do. But no, it's effective. It's things that you have to have detailed in your offense that people are comfortable with, and it doesn't just seem like a trick play. No, it's routine. That little thing that he does to Jason Kelce when he just throws it to him, That's
Yeah,
not a trick play.
the little no look jump.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not a trick play anymore.
It's just a pitch. We used to do those little shovel pads. We used to do those back in the day.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you need things like that. You need the little end arounds to where though you do them so much that it's not a trick play. People are looking for it. And then you can feed off an end around, a fake end around, and then you can have a guy sail all the way down. And now everybody's looking at him, and you got Devontae Smith on the sideline. These are things that you can do. It's coaching. Coaching matters so much in the NFL. And the NBA is different because usually the best players, they just win. They win. But let's keep it real. It's not like that in the NFL, man. The best players don't always win because you have to have the best team and the best coach.
You're right. The pieces got to fit. And, I feel like a lot of people, of course, we know Jalen Hurts got pressure on him, but it's also up to this coaching staff to put him in the best possible position to succeed, and see, my fear is because I don't know why a lot of people, bro, it's a lot of Eagles fans that's really preying on this young man downfall, right? Mm-hmm. And my thing is that y'all not really Eagles fans then, because how you want this young man to fail,
and that's your team.
And that's your team. He got the jersey on. And what they don't realize is if he winning, if he's successful, if he making those strides, think about the position that puts us in financially from a draft perspective. Right. We ain't got to waste picks on a quarterback. We ain't got to look for another guy. That saves time, that saves assets, that saves energy. If he could end up being the guy, and again, Jalen Hurts, the way this team is constructed, we don't need Jalen Hurts to be top 5. And that's another thing, too. You got a lot of people out here thinking that these top 5 quarterbacks just fall off trees. Like they think, oh, you just gotta draft him. You just gotta draft him. You know,
but you can have success without having the top 5 quarterback. That's
my point.
Jimmy Garoppolo is not a top 5 quarterback, but he been to a Super Bowl and he was in the NFC Championship last year.
Right. The best quarterback doesn't win the big game every single year. Just ask Aaron Rodgers. So my point is we need Jalen Hurts to be top 12, top 12 at worst. Like at best, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we need from him. He needs to be able to make the passes and move the chains and be able to get it done with his arm if it's necessary. We need to see him.
You know what we need from him? I need to not look at certain stats like QBR, which I'm not really a fan of because I don't be understanding some of it sometimes. I don't understand how in the hell a quarterback can throw a pick but he scores 30 points and then he got like a 90, 94 QBR, but he threw a pick. I don't understand. I really don't understand it. But I just need him not to be, oh, well, this is the only quarterback that has a worse QBR than Jalen Hurts. 3 players. And you're like, damn, really? Oh my gosh. Like some of the stats that he has from last year is kind of mind-boggling. You're like, what? That can't be true. Because we've seen him run the ball so well. We've seen this and we've seen that. But his accuracy was horrible last year. And I'm sorry. If I got to be the first one to say it, it was bad. And then in important games, it was very bad. Again, I understand Tampa Bay coming off winning the Super Bowl, trying to win another Super Bowl. They amped up. Defense is there. Leonard Fournette wasn't supposed to play. He played. Yada, yada, yada. Tom Brady. He was horrible in that game. I never seen a worse game that he ever played in my life. That game was bad, bro. He was bad. Like
he was bad in that game. He got embarrassed that game.
He was bad. He got exposed. And to me, I think it makes him better because it's one thing about this kid that you cannot deny. He's going to go out there and work. He is going to go out there and work and put in the work, and we've seen it. He already done been to camp with this guy, Tom Brady. He done been everywhere that he can to get better. We just need you now to put it on the field. Put it together. If he put it together, I'm trying to tell you this league.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like
people need trouble, man.
Like Eagles fans need to wish for this young man's success. They need to. They should want him to be successful. And then on top of that, like I said, we might end up, if he ends up being the guy, you may end up signing him for still less than market value because of his style of play. You get what I'm saying?
And he was a second round pick, so you don't got to pay first round money.
And he was a second round pick. So my thing is, if everything come together, like for example, right? The quarterback market is crazy right now. Guys making 60, 50 million, 40, all that, right? If you can get away, especially with the cap going up, if you could get away with paying Jalen Hurts $30 million a year with the cap space going up, you take that. You take that. Now here's the thing, right? And we're gonna start talking about contracts when it comes to Miles, because that's something I want to talk to you about too later on. But like, if you get into a situation where, because Howie love to pay guys early. That's his MO. He love to pay guys early. If you see it, he gonna pay you early. If Howie say, listen, this what we think about Jay, what you think? And Jalen Hurts, I think he strikes me as a smart player. He knows his limitations. He knows that he's only as good as the sum of his parts. He knows he only as good as the people around him. I'm not saying he's going to take a pay cut to keep the players around him. I'm not saying that because he's going to come get his coin. But I think he's a smart guy to say, you know what? I know what I need to be successful. And if I try to push the envelope for 40 plus million a year, that's going to limit the amount of pieces that's going to be around me. So it's an interesting situation that he's in. But overall, Eagles fans should be wishing for his success because that will alleviate so much pressure for us going into next year's draft.
And let's keep it real. His best friend kind of set the standard too for him. He's not getting paid top like Tyreek Hill getting paid and all that. Like, he's not getting paid like that.
Yeah, he getting paid $25 a year. Tyreek getting paid $30 a year.
That's what I'm saying.
And Devontae Adams getting like 29.
Miami is not going to win nothing. But I mean, they're going to be able to try to make a run. If they don't do anything under Tua rookie contract, they're not going to be able to. First of all, I'm sorry, man. How you going to pay that dude? Like, that's quarterback money, bro. He's getting paid quarterback money. 30 mil, I think it's 32 million if I'm correct. That's quarterback money, bro. Like,
well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The market got reset when Christian Kirk got his deal. When Christian Kirk got that contract, it reset the market, right? And then Devontae Adams got his contract. It set the stage. So it's like these wide receivers are going to keep getting more and more money because the way the league is transitioning. Next year,
the quarterback's going to get, and then the quarterback's going to get paid 60. Like, they're going to get paid 60, bro.
And then cornerbacks going to start demanding more. Right now, Jair Alexander, the highest paid corner, cornerbacks going to start saying, look, we got to, y'all want us guarding these 30 million, 32 million other guys. Okay, I need at least 20.
And we got to guard them without touching them because we breathe on them wrong, we get PI.
So come on, like the Eagles are in a very, very favorable situation. That's why I kind of laugh at Cowboys fans, because Cowboys fans love to say, well, we got Dak, the best quarterback in the division. Okay, but y'all still got questions about him. One playoff win in 7 seasons. Y'all still got questions about him. Would you rather have questions? Let me ask you this, my brother. Would you rather have questions? Would you rather have questions about $40 million investment or some questions about a $1.5 million investment right now?
That's facts. I mean,
let's be real. Let's keep it a buck.
No, that's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like Cowboys fans are funny to me because they
delusional. They're crazy, bro. Like, I don't even know why you even waste your energy. I don't never see me.
I had to ask you this question because I need everybody just to see the dynamic the picture I'm trying to paint.
No, I get you. I got you.
Like they talking about, oh yeah, but he ain't better than Dak though. All right, okay, y'all had a top 5 offense, and y'all went home the same day we did.
Exactly.
I'm trying to understand the disparity in how good y'all think y'all are compared to what we are. And then the thing is, y'all actually got worse. We got better. My thing is, make it make sense. Y'all talking about, oh yeah,
but
Jalen
this is
can't
the
throw.
same team. These are the same people that were saying, "Oh man, Carson Wentz stinks. Jalen Hurts is way better than him, and now he's starting." Okay, is that good for you, or is that good for you, or is that good for me? Like, if you're like, that's what I'm saying, bro. They're delusional. I don't listen to them dudes. Like, there's a couple of them that know what they talking about, but they still living in that VCR era, the pager era. They're still living in that, man, the 1995s of the world and all that, bro. They not up to speed with what's going on. Because if you really want to look at it, let's keep it tall like City Hall, bro. When before they got Amari Cooper, Dak was freaking struggling.
Facts.
Facts.
That's a fact.
That is facts. Now he is gone. So now what's going to happen?
And the crazy thing is, though, even when they had him and when Amari got hurt, he wasn't the same quarterback. Everything shows you that when Amari's there, Dak is the man. When Amari's not there, Dak can't find nobody.
Exactly.
It's nobody he trusts. And look, let me give it to you like this. I foresee an Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster situation in Dallas. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When AB and Juju was together, Juju was the man. Juju was eating. He ran Corvette everywhere all across the damn field, dancing on TikTok. Soon as AB left and Juju had to be the man, the numbers took a dip. He wasn't as productive because he was getting number one cornerback attention.
Right.
So look, I understand people love CD and he was the man in college and CD had 1,000-yard season. I get all that. Let's see what CD do when he gotta be the guy. He gotta be the number one. He going up against number one corners every single week.
But once again, people fail to realize it's the reason why Dak put up 4,000 yards. It's the reason why I think two of his receivers had 1,000 yards. They was down so much, and then they just would air it out because they was down so much. They was down a lot. Like, they was getting their ass kicked in this, and then like let's not try to act like they just ran away with the NFC East, even though the NFC East was horrible. They really didn't run away with it. They won about what, 2 games?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 games, something like that.
That's what I'm saying. You got all this firepower.
They fell off a cliff at the end. They fell off a cliff towards the end.
That's what I'm saying. And then a lot of those yards was makeup yards and people playing cover 3. People don't understand. A team is not going to, if a team's up 21 on another team, they're not going to put their players in jeopardy by having them go hard every single play. They're going to play smart, try to elongate the game, try to make you have to beat them over the top, but you can't. So we're going to keep everything in front of us. And yes, you're going to get yards. A lot of that happened in Dallas games, man. A lot of that did. Now, I mean, you do have a couple games where they did go toe-to-toe, like the first game against Tom Brady. I was so happy that they lost. That was one of the best days of my life.
Yeah, me too. I was happy they lost. So I can hold you because they don't win that game.
And he never beat Tom Brady, bro. Never beat Tom Brady. He can't beat him. He can't beat him. But we can. But in all seriousness, man, when you look at it, I don't know what I'm going to. If I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, which I'm so, thank you Allah that I'm not. You hear me? Because I don't know what I'm going to get from really anybody. Zeke took a dip last year. You know what I mean? And I think that's Dak is going to take one too. So I see a lot of people, ESPNs, and I see Shannon Sharp, and maybe he's just saying that because it's crazy how when Skip is on one side, Shannon's always on the other side. So now all of a sudden you're saying Dallas when Skip is saying Eagles because
Skip just trying to hedge his bet, yo. That's all it is.
I know, but he's going with it. You get what I'm saying? Like any other year, he would have came out Hold on, bro. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You
I'm just
good?
coming off this cold.
No, you good. You good. But like the bottom line is like
Any other
Dallas.
year, oh my bad.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you
No,
good. You
any
good.
other year, he would have came out. He would have came out dollars this, dollars that, and Shannon Sharp would have been like, no, the Eagles and this and that. Now all of a sudden switch. Come on, man, stop.
Man, all I know is like Dallas is in a situation where they can't think about the way they offseason went. They can't spend no money. Like they are genuinely strapped, and they have no matter what they say. And you know what? Somebody brought up a good point. I forget what I was watching earlier, but you know how people always say, Howie doesn't have a good relationship with his players or his staff, right? When you really think about it, I actually like that for the simple fact that it's all business with him, and he don't fall in love with no player. And that's the problem with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones be falling in love with these players, and he be giving out bounce. He be giving out contracts that he wish he could bounce. He be giving out checks that he wish he could bounce. And he got a bunch of he got a couple bad contracts. They paid DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence ain't lived up to that contract, not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like they paid Dak Prescott for a first round exit. You pay Ezekiel Elliott. My man fell off a cliff. He regressing. He not gonna get better. He's slowing down. Y'all put all the miles on his body in the first couple years. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy. They had got rid of like their best linebacker. Not the Wolf Hunter, the other bull. Then they get rid of one of
Gregory?
Huh?
Not Gregory, but you talking about
no, the linebacker bull. He was like a Mike linebacker. He played next to the Wolf Hunter. I can't remember his name, but they had got rid of him. They should have paid him. He was balling for them. He was a beast. I don't know where he at now, but he was a beast,
right.
Anybody in the comments, please let us know. And shout out to all of y'all, man. I know we ain't really get to y'all. We'll try to get to some of your comments. We just going in right now. But I can't remember his name, man. They had got rid of him, and I'm like, how y'all get rid of him? He was y'all best linebacker because they had to pay Zeke. Bro, I don't know, and I think it's that time that I guess we talk about it now because we're talking about running backs contract or whatever the case may be.
Right. Jalen Smith, that's who it was. Shout out to
Jalen Smith.
Shout out to D Block.
Shout out. That's what I'm saying, man. We got the smartest fans in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Seriously, like we really know what we be talking about. Even if it's an op, we know what we talking about. I don't think he commented the whole draw, but he knew what he was talking about. He came right.
He was like, he sat there like, my man sat there watching the stream like, hold up.
I know what he's talking about.
Jalen Smith, no, like exactly. Exactly. So like it's. You're right. The contracts, running backs, right? And, the running backs don't get paid no more. That's just the reality. Like, the wide receiver position is...
Anybody know where he at? My bad, bro. But anybody know where Jalen Smith is at? Because I wanted him, too. When they got rid of him,
I feel like he with Green Bay. Let me find out.
Is he with Green Bay? Wherever he is.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Let me see.
Wherever he is, I don't think he's making no noise.
He with the... Jalen Smith is... He was with the Giants last season.
Was he?
Yeah.
I don't remember. What, he was hurt? I don't remember.
Yeah, he was on the Giants in 2021. But he only played 4 games, though. Okay, so this is what happened. Dallas let him go. Mm-hmm. And then he got picked up by Green Bay. Green Bay let him go. And then he got picked up by the Giants. Yeah.
What am I missing? Is there something wrong with it? Because he was a baller.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think it's injuries and they didn't want to pay him because he was coming off that rookie contract and they just didn't want to pay him. They cut him.
Yeah, I get that, but why did Green Bay cut him? Like,
I think he was honestly injured, and you know how that go.
Yeah.
You know how that go, man. Like, and back to the contracts, like Miles Sanders is somebody who is, if you look at his yards per rush, is a productive running back. But the problem is his health. And that is why it's hard for me to see a scenario when Miles Sanders is here next year, because if he does too well, they're not going to give him that big money. If he don't do well enough, they might try to lowball him, and he might not take that deal. But here's the only scenario though I do see. Remember, Howie like to pay guys early. What's stopping Howie from saying, "Hey, listen, it's week 5, week 6. Hey, yo, Miles, look, this is your history. You ain't played more than 12 games since your rookie year. Look, we'll give you a 3-year extension, $15 million. You got security, or we'll give you, 3 years, 18 million. We'll give you 10 million, 11 million guaranteed straight up. You got security. You know what I'm saying? Why not? So what's your thoughts on the Miles Sanders contract situation?
It ain't gonna get done in the middle of the season like everybody think. Because he got some arguments. He could kind of being a hometown kid, being from Harrisburg and all that, but we all know Harrisburg really Pittsburgh for real. They Pittsburgh fans. He went to Penn State. That's my alma mater. Like the kid a lot. I do. But I'm not gonna lie to you. If I think that this team would be better if we would have had a Devin Cook instead of Miles Sanders. And it's nothing wrong with that, with me saying that, but we did have an opportunity to have him. And then we got Miles Sanders. I think that it is a lot of backs that are better than Miles Sanders because of Drew Yodat, because of
their reliability,
but his eyesight ain't there for some reason. And I seen it.
Bingo. I think Kenny Gainwell got better ball vision than him.
Boston Scott does too. It's so many times, and this is why I blame the coaching staff some for him not having a touchdown. But you remember that one play, I want to say it was against either the Giants.
You talking about when Kelsey was blocking for him.
Kelsey was blocking. And yes.
He cut behind Kelsey. Kelsey was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You don't see that you have this whole lane right here?
Kelsey straight up did this.
Like, are you freaking kidding me?
And then we end up kicking a field goal or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember.
We ain't score. I know we ain't score. But here's the thing. He does that in the middle. He does that in the middle of the hole too, bro. LB, all right. They say it's supposed to be a power gap 2 on a weak side, and a B gap, right? If the B gap is covered, he'll still try to go there when it's another gap open right there on the C side. All you got to do is look, and we see Boston Scott make those kind of plays. This is why Boston Scott is successful in the red zone.
You know why? Boston Scott is not as talented as Miles, right? So Boston Scott has to make sure from his technique, his fundamentals as a running back is sharp. He has to, and that's where hard work beats talent any day of the week. Right. Because when you know you're not as talented as somebody, you got to say, okay, look, I may not be able to throw this. I may not be able to throw the bar as far as him, but what I can do, I can pick defenses apart, and I can master the game in a way where I understand coverages. I can
get there my way.
I can understand.
I don't have to do it. I don't have to do it how you do it, but I can be successful also.
Right, and that's why. And that's why I think Boston Scott. Boston Scott. They asked him. They said, what. Did you have faith that they was going to offer you a deal? What made you come back? He said, honestly, this is where I made my mark, and this is where I want to be. And I love Boston Scott. I love Boston Scott.
But wasn't he on the Saints first though?
Yes, he was.
He was on the Saints first, right? Yeah.
Undrafted kid on the Saints first. Then we found him, but then he ain't left Philly since.
He ain't left Philly, yeah.
He love it here. And I love
I like Boston Scott. I mean, like I said, I think we need a power back, but it's crazy that our smallest guy is probably the power back when you really look at it. I mean,
Boston physical. Boston way more physical than Miles, for sure.
Yeah. And it's so hard to see. It's so hard to see on them defensive. We gotta say them defensive linemen is 6'5", bro. 6'5", 6'6". This dude is 5'6", bro. 5'6".
Yeah.
That's a whole foot. It's a whole foot. Like, I don't really think people understand how Boston Scott is built. A lot of people try to compare him to Sproles. He's really not.
No. I think he's stockier. I think he's stockier than Sproles, bro.
He's literally like a bowling ball, bro.
Literally. Him and Kenny Gainwell Kenny Gainwell like 5'9", like 5'8", yeah. Like, and I love, like, I'm telling you, bro, if Miles, like, if they, like, my first instinct is I don't see them giving Miles a contract. They saw what Kenny, listen, I like Kenny Gainwell for this reason alone, right? All last season, Kenny Gainwell was arguably, on any given Sunday, running back 3 or running back 4. Let's be totally real about it.
Or
not even getting
Hurricane. He wasn't even in the
rotation, right? So he was able to give you over 500 yards from scrimmage. That's including receiving, all his yards.
Come on, man. I was a running back. You forgot, bro. I know what scrimmage is.
Bro, I've been talking for the people.
Okay, my bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was able to give you over 500 yards from scrimmage and 6 touchdowns, 5 rushing, 1 receiving, and on limited action, limited opportunities, averaging over 4 yards a carry. The kid know how to maximize his opportunities. One of his best runs that I feel like don't get talked about was his run in that Jets game. We was in the red zone, and it was a zone run scheme, I believe. And I give credit to Jalen Reagor for having one of the best blocks I've ever seen from a wide receiver. But nonetheless, Kenny Gainwell, he ran left, and he navigated through the it was traffic. He navigated through the traffic and didn't get touched. Whenever you get a chance, look up Kenny Gainwell Jets highlights. He ran in there for a touchdown. The blocking was immaculate, bro. He didn't get touched because he read the blocking perfectly. He didn't do all that dancing. He was just bobbing and weaving. Mm-hmm. Whereas though you put Miles Sanders in that situation, he want to bounce and he want to shake it. He want to, get the highlight reel.
He has the talent, bro. We know we see it. Here's the thing. We're so used to him being a home run hitter. We know that he knocked it out the park. We know that. But his decision making is not good, man. And like I said, I love Miles Sanders. I would love for him to be an Eagle, but he has to work on that. And it's crazy we don't have Deuce anymore. So it's like, damn, like Deuce. To me, I think if he'd have grown with Deuce after they got rid of Deuce, they should have picked up told Brian Westbrook, come on out of that out of being in the media and come on. Brian Westbrook will be the perfect mentor for Miles Sanders. Mm-hmm. Remember, both drafted at 53. You know what I mean? Like, they got some comparisons with them,
right? And I think Kenny Gainwell remind me more of because they built like 5'9", 5 like Brian was like 5'9", 5'10", small. You know what I'm saying? Was totally small.
Miles is Miles 5'11". I get what you're saying, but I think this was before Gainwell was even on the team that I was saying this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Deuce never. Gainwell came on last year, but Deuce left before. I was saying that before they even drafted Gainwell.
Let me ask you this: do you think because he know his injury history, he be pressing when he on the field because he don't get the opportunities, so he try to maximize everything. He try to just press and try to make everything a home run because he don't know which snap gonna be his last?
I do. I mean, you can say that. You can say that. But my thing is, I think this is the most on-point thing that we can say about Miles Sanders. Because you're right. I think you're right. He doesn't let the game come to him. He tries to force things. I'm going to force through this hole, but it's already 2 defensive tackles right there. But I'm going to try to force through it. And then once I see it's too late, now I'm going to try to get out of it and shimmy, and now we're in trouble. You get what I'm saying? But a lot of people said that about no, I said Westbrook. Damn, that was Shady I was talking about. They got drafted at the same
Right.
Both were drafted at 53. That's my fault, y'all. Damn. But we said a lot of that about Shady too. You know what I mean? I just think Shady was way quicker and way lighter on his feet. He
was. Shady was different.
Shady was different.
I ain't mind Shady dancing. I ain't gonna lie.
Yo, Shady. What's that? 14 Shady? 13, 14 Shady?
Bro, he was different. He was a cheat code, bro.
I don't who was better than him at the running back position? Like,
bro, never ran with the ball tucked.
No, you did have. Don't forget, I can't forget Priest Holmes. He was, remember, he had the two down.
Priest Holmes was Prime Clinton Portis was that ball too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you still had what you call from Pittsburgh still in there. He was getting older, but he still was kind of that ball.
You talking about Willie Parker?
No, I'm talking about what's your call?
Le'Veon, my bad.
Yeah,
I went too far back. Bro.
Yeah. It was a couple other running backs that was good there too. Who was the dude that held 2,000 yards from the Titans? Chris Sutton.
You talking about Chris Johnson? Bro, fast. Fast, bro.
But then he fell, and this is another thing that we got. This is another thing that we got to talk about. Running backs don't last. Todd Gurley was the best running back in the league 3 years ago. He is not even on a roster right now, bro. He's not even on a roster.
Yo, did you know the Rams? I think if I'm not mistaken, the Rams still paying him.
I bet they is.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't care. They got a chance. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't hating, but I was saying the way that the Rams is doing it, I don't know. Like, they're not gonna have longevity. I always kept saying, they literally don't have a first round pick for another like 3-4 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. They didn't care. They said we're going all forward, but it would have been better if they was like, if they went to 2, right? Did they go to 2?
They went to 2. They went to 2. In the past 5 years, they've been to 2, and they won
one. 2, right? Who they lost to? They lost to
they lost to the Patriots. It was an ugly game. Ugly. Like nobody scored over 20 points. It was the ugliest Super Bowl we've ever seen. Like
that was the one right after us, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the one right after us. Yeah, I had tweeted. This is the most tweets I ever got. I had tweeted, I'm about to go watch. This is during the game. I'm about to go watch the Philadelphia Eagles with a championship. This Joe was trash,
bro. It was trash, bro. It was so bad. Julian Edelman won MVP. It was so bad.
I know. So no, that was Atlanta, wasn't it? Or no, that was
no. Atlanta was before us.
So they went to 3 straight Super Bowls?
Yeah.
Pittsburgh? I mean Pittsburgh.
Patriots, yeah.
No, they was really on some ish back there.
They was running it up. I can't even get mad. They was running.
And that's not the first time that they did that. That's crazy. You know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah. That was that span. But remember, they had a span where they ain't go to Super Bowl for like 10 years. Remember, it was like a weird timeline where they wasn't able to get. I'm trying to think who was the hot teams at the time.
It was after they beat us.
After they beat us in
2004, they I don't know what was going on. But yeah, they wasn't making the Super Bowl, but they was always in contention. Remember, you had the Colts, you had Baltimore. I mean, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. You had a whole bunch of the AFC was heavy then, so they was not off.
Then they heavy now.
even Mr. Butt Fumble and them, they went to the AFC Championship twice.
Yeah, you talking about Mark Sanchez?
Yeah,
Jets.
Come on, everybody know Mr. Butt Fumble is.
bro. Like it's crazy, man. But we're gonna start to close this drawing out. I gotta ask your thoughts on this, man. This is a big season for all parties involved. Nick Sirianni, Jonathan Gannon, Jalen Hurts. And, entering this season, all I wanted was was for me to be able to go into a season and not think twice about what Howie Roseman did or didn't do. And now we can actually go into a season and Howie Roseman can just sit back and just put his hands on his chest and just watch.
I did my job.
I did my job.
Now it's time for you
to do yours.
Exactly.
So
I made a video saying that, bro. I did my job. Now it's up to you. It's up to them.
Absolutely.
It's not on me. And this is why me and Philly 500 got into it. Because if your GM could just, like you just said, chill back and just watch and say, I don't even now. We all know how we sometimes, especially when he get aggressive, We all know that if he make a mid-season move at the trade deadline, we not.
That mean he see something. That mean he see something.
Yeah.
That mean he see it. He see like, oh, okay.
We
got some flowing
back, or if you get like I mean, he picked up another slot receiver, so it's like we ain't even. I mean, not slot receiver, a slot cornerback yesterday. We ain't even talking.
About the ball from the what's it, the Washington football team? He played for the Commanders, I think. If I'm not mistaken.
I thought he played for somebody else in the AFC this last year.
His name is where he at? I got him right here. Hold on.
Hey, chat, let us know. Chat. I know chat, y'all got us. Dang, man, because I was gonna make a video.
You talking about? You might be talking about
play for the Texans.
Play for the Texans. What's his name?
D-Block. Damn, D-Block, you on it, bro.
Jimmy Moreland, right?
Jimmy
Moreland.
Exactly.
Jimmy Moreland. Yeah, D-Block. Yeah, D-Block.
Shout out to
D-Block. Hey, yo.
Mighty D-Block. Hey, hold on. I'm D-Block. I don't know what chat you in, but you get a wrench, bro.
Oh, yeah, he got a wrench in mine. I gave D-Block a wrench a couple days ago. That's my man.
Oh, he probably in your drawing there.
Right. Yeah, but like
D-Block, mighty D-Block. I see
for sure.
You, bro.
For sure, man. But my question is though,
this is a move he didn't even have to make. But
yeah,
you look at it, you say, damn, how many slot corners do we have? We have some outside guys. You get what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people say Goodrich can play in the slot, yada yada yada. You got Avonte Maddox, but he said no. We need depth. You know what death is? We need death. And he went and got him, man. And I ain't
be surprised.
But I do want to ask you a question because
go ahead.
Before we get out of here, with all these linebackers being picked up, the Kaiser Whites, the Hassan Reddicks, and all that, what you think happens with a guy like Taylor?
I think I know where you're going.
What happens with a guy like Taylor and with a guy like Stevenson, man? Like, these are two guys that we just drafted 2 years ago. And I think, me personally, I think that Taylor, Damon Taylor, with his speed and him not being able to play and him finally was getting together before he got hurt, I thought that he was going to be a problem. Like, I still think that, and I still like that. And then you still got TJ Edwards. You still got these guys that we had last year who he was kind of grinding up, but I thought that
Edwards had a career. Edwards had his best year as a pro last year.
He did.
But go ahead.
But a lot of them tackles, we got to understand. Just because a guy leads his team in tackles, if them tackles are 5, 6, 7 yards down the field, it really don't mean nothing. You get what I'm saying? You just tackle the guy that got through the defense. So to me, I think one of these guys, either TJ Edwards, Stevenson, not Stevenson. Is it Stevenson?
Are you talking about Jacoby Stevens out of LSU? Jacoby Stevens.
No, the dude from Temple that we drafted.
Are you talking about Sean Bradley?
Sean Bradley. I don't. What the fuck was that? Sean Bradley. All right, so Sean Bradley, TJ Edwards, or Taylor. One of them dudes might not make this roster.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna be TJ Edwards. He going to make the roster. Like that's not a problem. But to answer your question, right, about this linebacker room, again, I like what Howie Roseman has done. He has really delivered the goods in terms of putting in quality talent behind these guys and to pushed them to another level. Like, bro, think about it. Yes, you had a Davion Taylor, you had a Sean Bradley, a TJ Edwards, right? You know what I'm saying? And TJ Edwards, he was our best linebacker last year, which isn't really saying much. But he was our best linebacker, and he made significant strides in his career. But you bring in a Hassan Reddick, who's that blend between that strong side linebacker and that edge rusher. And what's going to happen is the fact, like you've positioned yourself to be good at linebacker for the next 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 years, because you have a young guy like Davion Taylor who has raw talent but needs to develop his instincts. You got a guy like Nakobe Dean who has great instincts, who's going to have to play above his size, which I have no problem in. The weakest linebacker you probably mentioned was probably Sean Bradley and Jacoby Stevens. And Sean Bradley, he's your prototypical Mike. He's not fast. He's very not
flashy, but I think he's solid.
He's a very good special teamer, very good. But again, a guy like Karan Johnson, bro, we have talent at the linebacker room now, a lot of speed. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's say TJ Edwards don't get re-signed. Let's say Kazera White don't get re-signed. Mm-hmm. You have Nakobe Dean, Davion Taylor, Hassan Reddick still. You still got Sean Bradley. See, the bottom line is you got room forever. You got like, these guys are going to compete at the end of the day.
And you can switch it up and keep these guys fresh. Just like how we was talking about just like how we was talking about the defensive tackles. Like, Fletcher Cox is going to be fresh, bro.
Bro, we got depth on that defensive side of the ball.
That's what I'm saying. We really didn't have that last year. Like, you had a guy before. Like, if you look at my videos before the draft, I was talking about a Milton Williams. You don't know, he's a tweener. You don't know if he's going to be defensive. You don't know what the heck he's going to be. And then it was basically just Hargrave and Fletcher Cox. And right after that, they cut Fletcher Cox. So it was like, damn, like, who else you got? You got the what's the dude name? Osman.
Are you talking about Joe
Osman? Yeah, you got Joe Osman. He seemed like he got a little bit of talent, some not promise, but some talent.
As a matter of fact, he actually got cut recently.
I thought we brought him back.
No, he just got cut recently. He got cut. Well, who we have is we got the ball.
I bet he did after this.
Yeah, so we got all right, so this is where we at. We got Brandon Graham, Josh Sweat, Derek Barnett, Teron Jackson, Matt Leo. Right.
Well, I like Teron Jackson, yo.
I like Teron Jackson too.
I like Teron Jackson. Like, quietly, like in that Dallas game, he was balling. Like when they set everybody down on the defense,
he was getting through. He was getting through.
He was balling.
So, like, we are in a very, very, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all should want Jalen Hurts to win. Because if he does well, that alleviates pressure. And that puts us in a position to be able to have our pick of the litter next draft. We ain't got to go quarterback. We ain't got to reach. We can maneuver. We got 2 first-round picks. And Howie Roseman, he hedged his bet, as any businessman should. Any investment you make, you want to make sure you got someone to back in and protect you. So I'm not mad at him having 2 first-round picks for next year's draft. If Jalen Hurts don't pan out, that's on him. We're good no matter what. But we could be in an even better position if Hurts pan out. You get what I'm saying? Like, and then, bro, I'm telling you, Nakobe Dean gonna be a starter before the season over. Watch.
He need to be a starter at the beginning of the season. I'm sorry. I think he's going to out. It's going to be kind of hard. Because you do got a guy in Kazir White who is a guy that Jonathan Gannon knows. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's like kind of his guy. But to me, if you're gonna run a 3-4 and a 4-3, which I think that you should, Nakobe Dean needs to be one of those 4 linebackers, like, period. But but you're definitely right. And somebody commented earlier, I forgot to tell you to bring it up. This is like an hour ago, so don't even try to search for it. They brought up McNabb, and they brought up like the dominance of McNabb. I mean, the dominance of McNabb, and he wasn't like a top 10 quarterback. But you can't forget we had a top 2, top 3 defense for a long time. When you talk about from 2001 to 2004, 2005, that defense. When you talk about Brian Dawkins, you talking about Hugh Douglas. You talk about
bro. Listen,
them
look at
type
this.
of
Real quick. This is the potential right here, bro. Shout out to On the Road to Victory.
I'm about to say, who sent you that?
No, this is on Twitter. I found it on Twitter, and he did like this pretty much this mock like lineups. Shout out to On the Road to Victory, man. But look, bro, these are the options. This is what happens if you run a 3-4, right? This is potentially what we're working with, bro. You got Anthony Harris right there and Marcus Epps, right? But look, this is what they're looking for 3-4. That looks scary, bro. That looks scary. And then this is what they're looking for in a 4-3. Still very dangerous. Very.
No, Hassan Reddick not going to be. He might be on the end, but I think Josh Sweat going to be there.
Now look, this is the one I'm more looking forward to. I'm looking forward to this one. No, wait, not the nickel one, my bad, but the nickel, that's a good joint too. That's a good joint too.
Hold on. Let me see the nickel before you go.
Yeah, you good. Got Avonte Maddox in the slot, of course. James Bradberry and Slay. I like this. You know what I'm saying? I like this, right? Now, let me show you the one I really like. This the one that get me going. This get me going right here.
Remember I said that. You could just have those 3. Yo, wow.
Bro, this get me
like
going.
Where are you going to go? Who are you going to it's easy to say it because it's on paper, but to me, it's no, I'm not going to say not a weakness at all, but it's no like weakness to where you can attack. Last year, Jordan Nelson was getting picked on. He was getting picked on. In the middle of the season, a lot of people, especially Derek Carr, Justin Herbert, a lot of people just started picking on him.
You talking about Steven Nelson?
Yeah.
You
can't do that with Bradberry. You can't pick on him.
Not at all. Not with Darius. Stay right there. You can't. Hell no.
You can't pick on him, man. So I don't know, man. I'm loving what I see, but once again, is he going to run? Is he going to run all of those?
He said, man. He said a lot of things, but we don't even take it at face value, right?
That's what I'm saying. He told us last year his defense don't got an identity. But to me, it seemed like you always play cover 2 and a whole bunch of bend don't break. His defense was bend don't break, but it was breaking last year.
Breaking like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so to me, like, you gotta tighten up, bro. You gotta tighten up.
Man, sure like that, man. But on that note, bro. Man, fresh. It has been an amazing show, bro. Like man, you gotta do this way more because like you get me going, bro. You put that energy in me, dog. Like I love when you talk about the game, bro, because you bring that flavor to it. Like you bring like that. I don't know. You bring that Philly mentality to it that I'm used to.
I'm gonna tell you my secret. I felt as though I had an opportunity to be on this stage and to be where Miles Sanders is. Like drafted, I'm not drafted, but signed to the same school or whatever. Got myself in some trouble. You know what I mean? Got shot in a shootout, and it was over from there. You know what I mean? I tried to make a comeback. They wasn't trying to have me. School denied me, and I just went back to the streets. And I feel as though now I'm a man. So whatever decision I made, that's what I made. And I don't look back on it and be mad because I wouldn't have my kids. I wouldn't have the life that I got now. I'm cool. I'm cool where I am. But I do know I had an opportunity to be playing for the NFL. That's why I got so much passion about this, man. You know what I mean? Like but it is what it is, bro.
No, man, like that's thorough. Like, and it's nothing worse than seeing like somebody. It's nothing worse than going through something and you know where you could have been, and you see somebody that's probably like, "Damn, bro, you got it. Just push work. Just work. You got it. Just work." And I told myself, like the last thing I'm gonna do is let the hard work be in question. Hey, listen, question my talent all you want, question my natural God-given ability all you want, but you're not gonna question my diligence.
My
mindset. You're not gonna question my mindset, my commitment to whatever it is I'm doing. That's one thing you can't question about me. Question whatever you want. Hey, I don't like the way you talk. I don't like okay, but you're not gonna question. You're not gonna question my momentum.
Right.
You're not gonna question the shoes I walk in. You dig what I'm saying? So, man, like,
I mean, you're not gonna question my commitment.
Exactly.
Because if you come in at my commitment, you coming at me as a man, and that and to tell you the truth, this is one of the reasons why I like Jalen Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. It's one, like you just said, it's one thing that you cannot. You can talk about his arm, you can talk about his accuracy, but he put in the work, bro. Now, hopefully, that work helps him, and he can get into a situation to where as though he's one of those guys who, as though, damn, like he took that crazy leap. He's one of those guys, most improved player or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But if he put it together, to me, and I don't want to put this on his shoulders, but when you look at the roster that he has a chance. I'm not gonna say win it, but probably be third in the MVP discussion, bro.
Man,
I'm just saying, like, he really, if he put that work in, he really has that opportunity because of the talent that he has around him. Once again, I'm gonna say this again: no other quarterback has ever had this talent around them. You want to talk about Michael Vick at 14? That's debatable, but I think I smoked you under the table about it. Because when you talk about it, when Vick came, I think that Jackson was on his way out already. We already know. Macklin, he wasn't done, but he was getting hurt, yada, yada, yada. These guys are right now in the prime. A lot of people fail to look at A.J. Brown, think he's like 27, 20. He's 24.
24.
That's like, you can literally have.
He just entered his prime. He barely in his prime. Barely in it.
That's what I'm saying.
Not even in it.
And then you talk about Devontae Smith. You talk about Dallas Goedert. I like what Brett Selleck used to bring to the table, but he ain't
physical.
Oh,
yeah, for sure. See, what I like about Selleck is he was reliable. Hands was like glue. Big body blocker, slow as hell, but he know how to get open.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I love real quick. Like you mentioned Devontae Smith, right? AJ Brown only 24. Devontae Smith like 22, 23. They're a young boy, right?
Yeah.
And Devontae Smith, what's so crazy about him is, I call him Mr. TV dinner. You wanna know why? Because my man came to the league ready-made.
Yeah.
He came ready-made.
Yeah.
This Mr. Michael, he came ready-made.
And that's another guy that they
huge.
Look at and talking about he was small.
You're okay. He played like he ain't let that size, he didn't get hurt at all last year. I mean, he tweaked his elbow, but he put a brace on, he was cool. But
when he put that brace on, he turned
into
a Megatron. Remember that
Denver game.
That Denver game. Come on, man. That's top 10. That was a top 10 catch in the top 10 touchdown in the league last year.
Yeah,
man.
Had to be.
That was great defense. Shout out to Surtain. But damn, that was a better catch.
He arguably caught that ball in double coverage, like.
And not only right there on the top. Crazy, I know we got to get out of here, but damn, I just want to say something else real fast.
I got you.
It's crazy because 2 years ago, I used to say this all the time. You know me, I do the fantasy football, so I watch a lot of the I can't remember what it's called, the NFL John, Red Zone. I watch a lot of Red Zone.
Right.
So ever since I made this page, I'm seeing plays being made, toe touches, one hand grabs, this and that. And it's like, damn, why nobody on our team do that? Nobody. Nelson Aguilar wasn't doing that. Obviously, Greg Ward wasn't doing these kind of things. I'm like, yo, why we finally got a guy that can make these kind of catches? You know how many toe drags
he had a lot of them too. He had a lot of them.
Yo, and some of one joint, I can't remember who it was against. I think it was
the Giants one, the end zone one. That one, they try to say no catch.
Yo, yeah, at first I said no catch. I said, damn, good try. Then I seen his foot. I said, yo, this. You saw
the turf pop up under his feet. I'm like, yo, that's a touchdown.
Can I ask you this question real fast?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Because I need everybody officially on this. I'm asking everybody. Excuse me, sorry.
You all good, bro?
AJ got 4 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously we're going to extend Devontae Smith.
Mm-hmm.
In the next 3 years, who is going to be better?
It's funny you say that, right? It's funny you say that.
Yeah. We on right now as Eagles fans.
I think about it often.
I do too.
I think about it like, damn. I know AJ. You know what round was AJ drafted in? Real quick. What's round? Hey y'all, chat. What round was AJ Brown drafted in? What round was AJ Brown drafted in? I need to know. He went to Ole Miss. Yeah. But what round was he drafted in? Him and DK went to Ole Miss.
Was drafted. I thought he was drafted in the second.
So somebody tell me, what round was AJ Brown drafted in, please? The chat, I need y'all right now. But AJ Brown, very physical guy. You know what I'm saying? Devontae Smith, a different style, a technician. You know what I'm saying? A technician. Footwork on a million. Hands like glue. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Somebody said second. Everybody said second.
All right, second. All right, bet.
That's
what second round.
Yeah, I thought
second rounder. That's what I felt in my gut, but I need to double check. But Devontae Smith, man, he was so technically sound coming in. I'm trying to think how good he's gonna be in year 5, year 6, years, bro. He remind me of Reggie Wayne. Like, I think Devontae in the next 4 years, bro. By the time that contract, I think Devontae gonna be better. I think Devontae just gonna be the better wide receiver. Like just right. AJ Brown got physical tangibles that you can't question, right? But when it comes to just being,
it's going to be complementary to Devontae Smith because Devontae Smith does everything else. He might not be the most physical, but when you talk about, once again, this is why I love Justin.
And he not scared either.
Right.
He not scared of nobody, bro. He go with you, but he's not scared.
And he go across that middle. And if you don't throw it to him, he definitely pissed. He was pissed that he was pissed on that playoff game. He was pissed.
Bro.
Get me the ball. He want the ball.
He was on
and this is another thing. This is a guy. A lot of people don't understand this. Winning means a lot, and it does a lot for your psyche. AJ Brown has won nothing. They haven't even been to the AFC Championship.
You sure? I could have sworn Tennessee been to one. I could have sworn Tennessee been to one AFC Championship.
Against who?
I'm gonna look it up real quick. I think they lost to the Chiefs. Let me double check though.
Did they lose to the Chiefs?
Let me double check though. Hold on. I can double check that real quick.
All right. I'm gonna keep talking while you double check. All right, so even if he did go to he has not won anything. All right, that's what I'm gonna say. And when you look at it, Devontae Smith has been a champion. Not only has he been a champion, his touchdown.
All right, here we go. Oh, my bad. All right, so 2019, that was my man. That was AJ Brown rookie year.
Yeah, I'm about to say that had to be his rookie year.
That was AJ Brown rookie year.
And they went to the
championship. There was an AFC Championship. Lost to the Chiefs. The score was 35-24.
Okay, my bad.
That was the year the Chiefs won a Super Bowl, I think. That was that year, I think.
They beat who?
They beat San Fran.
Okay.
But, since then, they've been first-round exits. So, but AJ Brown in that playoff game, he had over 150 yards. My man came out and said,
But that was the first year with Tannehill, then, right? Because I thought they put all that together in 1 year. Like
that in 2019, I think that was the first year with Tannehill. Let me double check that.
I think they drafted him, and that's why a lot of people was on it, but kind of questionable about.
Yep. That was the first year with Tannehill.
So that probably was his breakout game right there. Because remember, he was second round pick. A lot of people not really looking at him. Like you get what I'm saying? And then
I think what happened was
against the Chiefs and
AJ Brown. He had 6 targets, 3 receptions, 51 yards. He didn't really play too great in that game, but it wasn't like Tannehill was really getting the pill to him. You know what I mean? He wasn't getting the ball to him like that. But that game against the Bengals, bro, AJ Brown did something crazy, bro. AJ Brown went off for 5 catches, 142 yards, and a touchdown, bro. Like he came to ball. That was his first game back because he got hurt. Remember, he got hurt, and he only played like 13, 14 games. But to your point, man, look, man, like
you talking about the last time we seen him, right?
The last time we see AJ Brown play?
Yeah,
against the Bengals in the playoffs. They lost in the first round.
I know. I drafted AJ Brown. I had him. I was salty, and then I had him, and I had Derrick Henry. I was salty.
Damn.
I was salty. Derrick Henry had me just running the league. Like he was scoring everything, bro. Like he was holding my team down. And as he went down, man, I still won.
A word, bet.
Come on, man.
ran it up.
Talking about Howie being a GM. No, man. You need to look at me. You hear me? Ask Mike about me. Ask Philly Mike about me. He know.
That's funny as hell, yo. But bro, man, but Devontae, I think Devontae gonna end up being the better wide receiver, though.
I do too. I mean,
he just so technically sound, bro.
Exactly. And it's hard to beat that. This is why I thought Justin Jefferson is going to have an amazing career because of his footwork. Like when you talk about footwork, these 2 kids I think are the best, the young kids at the best at footwork. I mean, when you got your Metcalf, it's not really footwork, but he's a beast. He's fast. He can get open. And he has some smart stuff.
Yeah, Jamar Chase footwork crazy too. Like Jamar Chase got footwork too.
But
crazy.
But I don't think it's like those 2 kids that I was just talking about.
No, like, I actually think Waddle got better footwork than Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is more naturally gifted than them.
Like when you look at it, to me, and a lot of people might laugh at me, but I've been studying this guy all year because of the route he run. I'm talking about Cooper Kupp.
Oh, Cooper Kupp
has the best footwork in the game right now.
He had to be. You want to know why? He wasn't drafted high, and he had to work on it. He had to really like you said
in the Super Bowl. He did one move. He like he was running, but he wasn't running. He went this way, went the other way, and just left it. I'm like, oh my gosh! Like
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up when we get off this joint. Like I'm gonna look it up.
I'm trying to tell you, his footwork is crazy, bro. Like, ain't it white boy, man? Shout out to him, man. Seriously.
Bro, listen. Like, call what it is. Like, where at?
If Cooper Kupp was black, a lot of people would be saying he's the best wide receiver. Like, he won a triple crown.
Bro, they don't want to give him that love, though.
Exactly.
They don't want to give him that love.
And I'm like, how you hating on? Like, not hating on him, but you don't want to discuss it. If this was a Randy Moss, you know what I mean? If this is a guy like that, none of those guys won a triple crown, bro. This guy won a triple crown, and people are talking like, it is what it is. And not only did he win a triple crown, he won a championship. Not only did he win a championship, he won an MVP.
That's arguably
he won an MVP. That's the best year that you can have.
Bro, I was just about to say he arguably had the best year a wide receiver could ever have.
Bro, it is the best. It's no argue.
Yeah, it is.
No argue.
Right. He had the best year a wide receiver could ever have.
Only thing he could have did, and I think he finished like 4th, was win MVP. That's the only thing he could have got, like regular season MVP. He won a triple crown.
If he would have won MVP, that's it.
That's what I'm saying.
He could retire a Hall of Famer.
Like you said, I he arguably had the best wide receiver year of anybody in the history. He wins the Triple Crown. He wins the Super Bowl, and then he wins the Super Bowl MVP. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. No other wide receiver done that, bro. No other wide receiver done that. And you know how I feel, man. I think it's because he's white. Because he's white.
They're not gonna give him the love because he's white. I'm telling you, I believe that. Yeah, I feel that way too. But you know what he did? He said, "You know what? I'm gonna grow up my Sunni, and I'm
you see,
and y'all gonna respect it. Y'all gonna respect it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what his marriage situation is, but he might grab him a little, a little black chick. You know what I mean? You know, and you on him now.
Listen, bro. I'm telling you, man, something brewing in Philly, bro. I can feel it, bro. Something brewing. You can't deny the talent that we have. If we can figure it out, if Jalen Hurts can figure it out.
So what's the floor and the ceiling for you?
For Jalen Hurts?
No, for the team.
Oh, for the team.
Yes.
My floor
this year.
My floor is 11 wins. My ceiling is 13 wins. I don't see us winning 14 games. I say 13. So my floor is 11 wins. My ceiling is 13 wins. I didn't
really wonder. I meant like how.
Oh, you mean how far? Okay.
I'm gonna say we have a chance to go to the NFC Championship.
That's where I'm at.
Feeling.
That's where I'm
my
at.
Floor. There's a lot to put on the plate. Because I just want you to get where I'm coming from.
Right.
It's a lot to put on the plate. My floor, you got to win the NFC East. Just because I hate the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Just because I hate the Cowboys, you got to win it. That's just me being stingy. I don't care. You got to win the NFC East. And then the ceiling to me is getting. I'm not saying winning. I'm saying getting. Because we already know what the Rams coming with if they get there. We already know some teams out there. Tampa Bay still out there. We understand that. But if you, I don't think that you get the number one seed. It's only one bye week now. So I don't think that you get the number one seed. But if you can get the snatch number 2, number 1, we get a home game, beat them. You know what I mean? And who knows, man? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like if you finish at the top, you play wild card players. You get what I'm saying? And they got to come to your crib.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to change.
No, I'm with you. I think that's exactly where I'm at with it when you put it that way. The floor is win the division. The ceiling is what this. I ain't gonna lie. The ceiling, bro. This team's so talented, bro. They could really compete with anybody if the quarterback figure it out. They can compete with anybody if the quarterback figure it out. And that's the paradise I'm willing to roll.
I am too. On a cornerback. But now, I don't know about the coach.
Gannon is the
thing, bro.
That nigga a joker card, bro. I don't know, bro. Like, but
now if he come out, who we got first? We got the Lions first, right?
Like this is he got the perfect tune-up games to get it together.
That's what I'm saying. He got what? He got the line. We got the line. Hold on. Let me look.
Hold on, I got you right here. I'm about to pull it up right now, bro. I got you right here.
All right.
Like he got
the first 4 games is winnable.
Matches.
The first 4 games are like winnable from the rip. It's like, damn, like really?
Mm-hmm. They tune-up matches, bro. So, all right, this is the preseason. Let me get away from all right. So Detroit Lions first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got
Minnesota. That's a test.
That's believe it or not, that's a test.
No, it's a test for Jonathan Gannon.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
You're absolutely right. It's like Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings. That's a test for Jonathan Gannon. Absolutely. That Washington game is a test for our team emotionally. The Jacksonville game is a test for Nick Sirianni. We need to find out did we make the wrong choice, firing Doug or what? The Arizona Cardinals game is a test for Hurts. Hurts versus Murray. Can you outplay him? He beat you last time. You get what I'm saying? Dallas Cowboys, that's always a conversation every single year.
He beat him last time, but remember, to me, I thought it was better than the Saints game.
It was. That was his best passing performance, in my opinion.
Balled in that game, bro.
He balled. come back, like tied the game up. Like it was competitive. Like defense couldn't hold it down
in that game. Go ahead, bro.
So like Pittsburgh Cowboys, then you got Pittsburgh Steelers.
Who is Houston Pittsburgh quarterback?
Bro, the world. Like they got Kenny Pickett, they got Mitchell Trubisky, they got Mason Rudolph. R.I.P. to
I don't understand why they just didn't go get Baker Mayfield.
R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
why they just don't go get Baker Mayfield?
They think, bro. You think Mike Tomlin going to let Baker come in his locker room, his little sensitive ass?
And they gotta pay that bread.
Exactly. They ain't picking that up. But Houston Texans, Washington Commanders, Colts. That's another. That's gonna be a test. Green Bay. That's gonna be a test for Gannon. I need to know.
You know who the Titans gonna be a test for?
The D line.
All those, and no, really, all those linebackers.
Ooh,
all those linebackers that we got. We gonna see if y'all can gang up on this nigga. They ain't got AJ Brown no more, obviously.
Right.
But I thought they did.
Now, real quick though,
they did pick up somebody with our pick, right?
They did. They picked up the wide receiver out of Arkansas, the boy I like, Treylon Burks. I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he a knockoff AJ Brown though. They really tried it though. Like they
really tried it though.
no, seriously. Like when they drafted him, I was like, oh, they funny as hell. But anyway, now the biggest test for our corners, this Saints game. Michael Thomas, Jarvis Landry, and Chris Olave out of Ohio State. That's gonna be a test for our corners.
But it depends on how Jameis Winston is playing.
I'm with you, but he can sling it though, bro.
Even if he is playing,
he can sling it.
I still think your biggest for the corners, your biggest match is the best quarterback, and that's Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Because when you have a guy like that, and let's not forget, before he had Devontae Adams, let's not try to act like he was the Swiss cheese in the league up. He really was. So he's that kind of guy, kind of like Tom Brady, that can throw the ball to damn near anybody, like and make a lot of these guys look good. They go other places and they booty juice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that's the biggest test for the corners to me is Aaron Rodgers.
I respect it because the quarterback.
I'm glad he come here though. I'm glad he come here.
Yeah. I ain't want to go to Lambeau. Cold up there.
and you know what's crazy? They might mess around and be a wild card this year, bro.
Who, Green Bay?
Yeah,
bro. I'm telling you, like, let me tell you this, bro.
Division.
They underestimate people. Listen, I love Aaron Rodgers, right? But people are underestimating what Devontae Adams meant to him. They underestimate what Devontae. Like, you can't replace it. How you gonna replace 150 targets?
Yeah.
How you gonna replace that? Like,
I'm gonna tell you one way you can though. If Aaron Jones stay healthy, let's not. He's a top 5 running back.
A 17-game season.
He's a problem. He a
17 games. No, I like Aaron Jones. He is a problem. But a 17-game season.
I think I might be taking him first in the fantasy. I hope none of y'all listening. I think I might be taking him because he gonna get all them underneath Jones. He gonna get all the targets because they ain't really got nobody. Who did they pick anybody up?
Not that I know of. I know they drafted a wide receiver. I forget who it is though. They drafted a wide receiver for sure. But
all right, so we hit the 2 hour.
Yeah. No, I just peeped. It's so crazy though. It's so crazy because more people hopping in this job. But you know what?
Shout out to yo, man. How many we got in here? Shout out to
32 total. 17 on mine, 14 on yours, bro. We popping right now. We doing it. We doing it right now. But like, man, let's go out on top, bro. I appreciate you, my man.
I was wondering where everybody was. Then I just got a text from I got a little group chat with LB and Philly 500 and all them. I forgot he going at it with the boy Jay Tuck over there.
Oh yeah,
kind of like a bad time.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't even. You know, so crazy. I'd be so locked in on what I'm trying to do, bro.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, we make movies.
I just grind, bro.
you can't really worry about what the next man doing. That's my guy, but at the same time,
I love that's my man. Shout out to LB, man.
I do hate going live when my guys be going live because I don't be wanting people to split things up. But it is what it is. But I think everybody over there right now. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, listen. I gotta you gotta respect the game, right? I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. But bro, listen, you already know how we get done, bro. We definitely gonna do this again. We gotta, these can't be so far in between now. We gotta do these joint. We gotta link up at least twice a month, like, you know what I'm saying, like, just to lock in.
Come on, man. You already know I'm here. First of all, I need to know if you didn't do it, who did that to your hoodie? That joint crazy, bro.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I bought this at a flea market, bro. At I went to this little matter of fact, it's this flea market on Germantown Ave.
So they did it themselves though.
No, like this is 101.
That joint crazy.
Bro, when I saw it, I'm like,
none before and none to come.
Bro,
shout out to Jay-Z.
Bro, when I saw this joint, I'm like,
that joint crazy.
I said, please, I hope it. I said, please fit. Bro, this is my bro. I love this hoodie.
You like a girl with a prom dress, huh? Please fit. I need you to fit.
Bro, listen. I was driving one day. I saw it. I saw it in a window. I'm like, oh no, I had to spin it. I said, I go in the crib. I said, yo, babe, let's go to this little flea store, flea market store, like, thrift store. Let's go to this thrift store, yo. She said, all right, bet I'm in there. So we go in there. She found herself some Doc Martens, some classic Doc Martens, whatever. I see it. So I said, yo, miss, like, how much this hoodie, whatever? She gave me a real reasonable price. She said what I do is I sell thrift stuff. I sell like a name brand stuff around like thrift stuff, but I also got original stuff that I make. I said, this is the only joint you made of this? She said, yeah, that's a 101. I said, I need that.
What she charged you for that joint?
I can't even remember, but it was reasonable.
It don't even matter.
I don't even matter. Bro, like, it don't matter. Like, I know for a fact if I would have got it somewhere else, it probably would have charged me like arm and leg. I definitely got it under,
but I don't never go like on the Eagles joint, the NFL joint. Yo, they be tripping on that joint, man.
They do be tripping, bro.
I go to Marshalls. You hear me?
Yo, you see the hats? Bro.
All them Eagles hats.
I got a whole bin in the crib just full of hats I got from flea markets and Ross and Marsh. Bro, I wash them Jones when I get them and I rock out.
Them Jones be flavor.
Sturdy. They be sturdy, bro. But look, bro, we be getting caught up again, bro. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Listen, man. Let's close this joint out, man. Like y'all was locked in on a very, very special episode, man. Me and my guy Philly Fresh is in the building, chalking up sports in the building. Where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just gotta charge it to the game. You guys, y'all don't even know what y'all done been a part of. The energy is electric. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Come again. You know what I'm saying? Listen, buy one. You know what? Take another one home. You know what? Take another one. Like, we feeding y'all. It's plates for days, man. We love y'all, man. Keep it locked. One love. Stay humble. Stay healthy. And most importantly, stay hungry. And we out of here.